Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, RV Tips from Jan. Today's topic, we camped at the #1 rated state park in our home state and we're very disappointed. Let me elaborate. One of the things that we're learning with the increased numbers of us that are making reservations and staying at the national, state, and private campgrounds is that sometimes these campgrounds don't have the budget to support the increased numbers of campers that they are having to accommodate. We found this to be the case in our own home state when we made reservations and camped at the #1 rated state park. What we learned was this: the increased numbers of campers have not been offset by an increase in the budget to support the facilities. Case in point, at this particular park, the bathroom facilities were not well maintained. They had brought in a number of outhouses and put those at various locations throughout the campground to help accommodate the increased number of campers. We found that the showers and bathhouses weren't being kept up on a day-to-day basis. We had a situation one evening where there were loud campers at 2 campsites across from us, and there was no one patrolling the campground to ask them to respect our quiet hours. And when we went to the front gate, we saw that there was no one in the gatehouse. There was a sign that read, "No vacancies," and under that it said, "In case of emergencies, dial 911. That gave us a very unpleasant feeling about the quality of services that were being offered at this state park. And again, this is the #1 rated state park in our home state. So I'm sharing this with you because as we did some research on this topic, one of the things that we learned is that the budget for the state parks have not been increased to accommodate the increased number of reservations and campers. The budgets of the state park are typically one of the lowest items. As a result, as states have had to make some difficult decisions to balance their budgets, those that are lowest in ranking, such as funding for the state parks, get the lowest amount of funding. I don't have an easy answer for this particular problem, but it really put my wife and myself on the alert that even though this park had excellent ratings from campers who had stayed there in the past, because of the increased numbers of reservations and campers in 2020-21, the level of service, the quality of the campground had really deteriorated. For us, this meant that we learned a hard lesson. We not only checked out earlier than we planned, but we decided that we could no longer depend on some of the past ratings for some of the parks that we wanted to visit and make reservations at. This is just something for you to be aware of because we don't see this improving as we move through the winter and into the spring 2022. In fact, we don't see budgets increasing for these various state parks in the coming year, and yet the record number of reservations that they're taking tell us that the state park system is really going to be stretched. This particular park is the first one that we had this bad of an experience at, but it unquestionably was both very unsettling and unpleasant. Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you and sort of put you on the alert, keeping your guard up when it comes to making future reservations at some of our state parks. Thank you so much for watching, and as we say at the end of all of our videos, please continue to be safe and stay well.